Hello everyone, welcome to AS online class, and this is Narendra. And today topic you can see that time and distance, some of the important questions, concept based questions, logical questions, we will discuss it. So, all my friend who are watching this, very welcome to all of you. Now, let us begin here, time and distance. Okay, right my dear friends, the very first question on your board is this. This is the question. So, first we will read the question, right. So, the question is this, what is said over here is this, that the Madhu can cover a certain distance, I do not know what the distance is, in 6 hours. Okay. The next, how long will it take to cover 4 times of the distance? So, that means if this is d, this is 4d, how much time it will take? Now, if is traveling with the twice the speed as fast as twice as fast, that means I do not know what the speed in the first case. So, if I consider the speed as s, then in the second case what will be the speed? The speed will be twice as the previous one. So, my speed will be 2s. Okay. So, what I have seen that when the distance is d, the speed is s, and how much time it takes? 6 hours it takes. So, please think that can I say that the distance is equal to speed into time? So, can I write that d is equal to s into 6, that is 6x. So, d can be written in the form of 6s. Okay, the next time what happens, the 4d, and the 4d is covered with a speed of 2s. So, think of that, how can I make this one? 4 times of the distance. Now, if the rate of resting rate is 8 minutes per hour, in 1 hour he is taking a rest of 8 minutes, then what is the question? The question is how long will it take? Find out the time. Can we do it? Let us take this question, and I give 30 seconds for you to answer the question, and let me write down the guidance over here that it is mentioned that the d is equal to, the distance is equal to speed into time, and I am considering the speed as s. So, that is s, and it is given to us as 6 hours. So, that is 6x. So, d can be written in the form of s. Now, in the second case what happens is the distance is 4 times of the distance. So, now I will be taking the 4d, I need the time, time is equal to distance by speed, and what is the speed in that this case? The speed is become double, is it not, twice the speed. So, it is become 2s. So, what will be the time? Come on, your 30 seconds starts now. These are the very important question in upcoming examinations. Your concept will get open up, all my friends, your concept will get open up if you answer these questions. Come on, your 30-second time is there, and you can respond to this. You can respond to this, any one of you. Okay, after 30 seconds I will explain how to answer this question. Okay, the time is up, Now, I answer this question here. Can I replace this d with 4s? Can I replace this d by 6x? Then what happens here? That is 4 6 is 24. So, I will be writing this one as 24s divided by, we need the time, distance is equal to speed, time is equal to distance by speed. So, here 4s by what it comes, 2s. So, finally, what will be the answer? So, s gets cancelled, 24 divided by 2, and that comes 12 hours. That is your answer. So, 12 hours, anywhere it is there, 12 hours. Okay, I think I have taken the options from the different questions. I am sorry for that. The answer is 12 hours. Okay, let us move on to the next question, and here is before that, join ACE online for the banking coaching. The next question on your board is this. So, first we will look at the question here. Look at the question here. Now, Sridhar left city P for city Q at 6 a.m. Okay, it is very clear. Now, he travelled at a speed of 48 kilometer per hour for 3 hours. Can I find out the distance? When the speed is given and 3 hours 45 minutes. So, 3 hours 45 minutes is nothing but 45 by 60. So, I will be getting this as 15.3 and 15.4, and the total number of hours will be this is 3 hours. So, 4.3 is 12 and plus 3 is 15. So, total time is 15 by 3 hours. He walks or moves at a speed of 48 kilometer per hour. So, this time into speed is equal to distance. I can find it out. The next it says, after that he increased his speed by speed to, not by, increase his speed to 75 kilometer per hour. The speed has changed. Now, if the distance between these two cities is 390 kilometer, then what is the time he will take to reach Q? So, I know that this is the distance, 390 is the distance, and he is already covering how much, that is 15 by 3 into 48. So, I will take out the distance from 390. The remaining distance will be covered with a speed of 75 kilometer per hour. As he has started at 6 a.m., is it 6 a.m.? Yes. So, from 6 a.m. I will add 3 hours 45 minutes plus the time taken to cover the remaining distance. I will get the answer. So, let us answer this question. I am giving the 30 seconds for you to answer it, for you to respond it. Come on my young friends, there is the exam festival going on. In this way at least you can revise some of the question. The new questions, few new questions will come, few questions which you already know. I will waiting for another 11 seconds. I will be waiting for another 11 seconds, and after that I will respond to you. I will respond to you. Keep watching. All of you are writing the exams. It is better to get exposed as many questions as you can, and I promise that I will be giving you the best possible methods to answer this question. Okay, the time is up. If anyone answer the question, look at the option choice A. Okay, so how to answer this question here? I already know here that is 45 minutes and then 3 hours 45 minutes. So, I notice that 3 hours 45 minutes, 45 by 60, that is 3 by 4, that comes 15 by 4 hours is over from 6 a.m. And how much distance is covered? The speed was 48 kilometer per hour. So, that is 48 into 15 by 3, and this 16, and 16 into 15 is it 240? Am I right? 15 square 225 plus another 15, 240 kilometer is over. So, how much is left over here? That is 390 minus 240. I left with 120 kilometer, and this is the distance is covered with a speed of 75 kilometer per hour. So, divide this by 75, you will be getting the remaining time. Okay. Why I am not able to see you people's comment? Okay, not an issue. So, I am getting the final result over here, and what is that? With 15 this gets cancelled 5 times, and this 15 how many times this gets cancelled? Will it get cancelled 8 times? So, 8 by 5 hours. So, what is the total time? Total time is the initial time 15 by 4, and here it is 8 by 4. So, I can take the LCM, that is 4 and 5, the LCM is 20, and this is 15, 5 is 75, and plus then here 4, 8 is 32. I am getting that is 107 by 20, and that gives us how much time? So, here 5 hours, and then 7 by 20, this is how many minutes? 7 by 20. So, 7 by 20 into 60, that gives us 21 minutes. So, I think somewhere I have gone wrong. So, 21 minutes. So, what is the total time it will be? The total time will be 6 a.m. plus another 5 hours, that is 11:21. I think somewhere the calculation has wrongly placed, but you understood the method here, that is he takes 3 hours and 45 minutes. So, that is 12 and 15, 15 by 4 hours. How much distance he covers with a speed of 48 kilometer per hour? So, that is there 16 and 15. Am I making any mistake over here in the calculation? So, 5, 6 is 30, carry 3 and 15, 19 and 24, 240 up to this is right. So, 390 kilometer is the total distance. So, I left with how much? 390 minus 240, I left with 150. So, there is a mistake over here, this should be 150. 150 divided by the present speed is 75. Is it taking 2 hours? Yes, it is taking 2 hours over here. So, if it is taking 2 hours, then 2 hours plus another 3 hours, that is 5 hours and 48 minutes, 5 hours 48 minutes. So, from 6, if I take the 5 hours 48 minutes, so 6 plus 5 is 11 and the 11:48. Anyhow, I do not have the option on the board, but it is okay. I am moving on to the next question, my dear friend, but do not forget to join ACE online, and we have the wonderful recorded course is there. You can see over here the bank clerical. Okay. Now, this is the question. I will close the question first and we will read the fact of the question. And what are the facts? If Vinay's speed had been 20% more than the usual speed, 30% more than the usual speed, he would have reached the office 12 minutes early. If the speed is increased by 30%, he will reaching the office 12 minutes early than the usual time from his home. Okay. By how many minutes would he be late? By how many minutes would he be late if his speed was reduced by 20%? So, he will be late. How much late? Than the usual speed, 20% less than the usual speed. Come on, my dear friends, I know that you can answer this question here. You know, speed and time are inversely varies, speed and time are inversely varies. So, therefore, what happens here, if the speed is 30% more, if the speed is 30% more, then the time will be how much less? Think about the percentage chapter. If the price of goods is increased by 30%, by what percentage consumption has to be reduced? That application I am doing over here. So, the time will speed is more, then time will reduce by the same 30 by 100 plus 30, that is 130. The time will reduce. That means, what part of the time is reduced? 3 by 13 part of the time is reduced, and that time is nothing but 12 minutes. Is it 12 minutes? Yeah, that is right. So, can I find out the usual time? Yes, we can find out the usual time. Cancel these 2, 4 and 13, 4 is 52. So, usual time is 52 minutes. Now, if the speed is decreased by 20%, he will be late by how much time? Here I will give 30 seconds for you to answer, my dear friends. Come on, I am sure many of you will be able to answer it. So, I keep it in mind whenever I come and take the classes, that it should be very useful to you, and at least either you will answer the question or you will learn how to answer the question. And those who know, they are exposing the different type of questions which is important for the bank exam point of view. Okay, 48 into 15 by 4, okay, 180. Anusha, thank you, thank you. And Rajesh Kumar, can you answer this question, my dear friend? See the best way I will show you how to answer this question. Okay, the time is up. So, I am finishing this question now. What happens over here in the second case? The speed is reduced by 20%. If the speed is reduced by 20%, then time will increase by how much? So, that is apply the same the percentage, price, consumption and the expenditure is same. So, apply that concept here. So, that is 20 by 100 minus 20, that is 80, that means time will increase by 1/4. Now, you can answer the question. The usual time is 52 minutes, the time will increase by 1/4. What is 1/4 of 52? So, 13 4 is 52. So, that is, let me write down this one, the 52 into 1/4 is the extra time and that is 13 minutes. Anyone answer the question? Anyone answer the question, my dear friends? Okay. So, 13 minutes he will be late and 13 minutes option choice A, that is your answer. That is your answer. Okay. Just be with us. So, let me take you to the next question is here. Now, we together will read the whole question properly and then we will think how to answer the question. To reach city A from the resident by 5 p.m. Rohit travel at a speed of 32 km per hour. That means he travels from with a speed of 32 km per hour, he reached the home by 5 p.m. One more information is there. If we want to reach by 1 a.m., then he has to travel with a speed of 48 km per hour. The speed has increased. See that 32 km per hour you are reaching at evening 5 o'clock. But when you are traveling with 48 km per hour, you are reaching in the afternoon 1 o'clock. How many hours is saved from here to here? 4 hours saved. Now, if he has to reach the city A by 11 a.m., then what should be his speed? Do not worry, I will show you what is the approach here. This is the kind of questions which comes in the main, clerical main. Now, I will show you the path, then I will give you the answer for you. So, here 32 km per hour one speed and the other one is how much? 48 km per hour. Look at this one, 48 km per hour. So, what is the speed ratio? The reverse will be the time ratio. Okay. Now, I will take the speed ratio over here. The speed ratio both are getting cancelled by 16. So, with 16 2 times and with 16 3 times. So, this is the speed ratio. If the speed ratio is 2:3, then the time ratio will be 3:2. Am I right? So, how much the time has reduced? 1/3 of the time has reduced. And what is that 1/3 of the time? How much time is reduced? He was reaching by 5 in the first case, 5 at the evening, but in the second speed he is reaching at 1 p.m. afternoon. So, 1 p.m. to 5 that is 4 hours. So, that is 1/3 of the time is equal to 4 hours. Then what is the actual time? Actual time is 12 hours. So, he takes 12 hours. From here onwards, I will give 30 seconds for you to think of it. Now, take your 30 seconds, my dear friend. If you can answer the question, I will be very happy, or even if you learn it, I will be really very happy. When you go to the main, because many people only write the prelim exams, when you go to the main, you will be exposing the this conceptual based question, logical application of the question. Please answer the question. Do not hesitate, even if you can't, you are learning. Okay, okay. The answer is 15 minutes. Acha, in the previous question. Okay. Right, my dear friend? Right, right. So, what about this? Here the actual time taken is 12 hours. Now, only one component you have to add. He want to reach at 11 a.m. So, that is with 32 kilometer per hour, look at this one, this 32 kilometer per hour, the actual time is 12 hours. Now, if you want to reach at 11 a.m. So, from 32 he reaches at 5 p.m. and he wants to reach at 11. How many hours difference? So, 11 morning 11 to evening 5, 6 hours gap, 6 hours gap. So, reduce the 6 hour. So, that is 12 minus 6, your time taken should be 12 minus 6, that is you should take only 6 hours to complete the journey. Okay. If you want to complete the journey in 6 hours, then what should be your speed? Can you find it out? We already know that 32 kilometer per hour time is 12 hours. What is the distance? The distance is 32 into 12. Right, my dear friend, this is the distance. So, in how much time it should be covered? It should be covered in 6 hours. So, divide it by 6 and anyone answer the question? Anyone answer the question? Or else you will learn it, my dear friend. You are understanding it? This is the distance divided by the required time. He has to reach by 6 in 6 hours. So, my answer is 64 kilometer per hour should be the required speed in order to reach the home at 11 a.m. So, look at this one, option choice C, 64. Do not worry, these questions comes in the main examination, my dear friends. I am moving on to the next slide over here. Okay, I will take the question a little closer, so that everyone can read all the entire fact which is needed to calculate. Now, a plane had to start by 32 minutes, late by 32 minutes due to an adverse weather. Those who wrote the prelim exam, they also know that this type of question is very, very common. Now, the pilot of the plane increased its speed by 200 kilometer per hour to reach the destination on time. So, even though he is 32 minutes late, but if he increase the speed of the flight by 200 kilometer per hour, he is reaching on time. Now, question is which was 3200 kilometer away. The distance is given 3200 kilometer. Now, what is the original speed of the plane? Very frequently commonly asked question. So, let me see, my friend, how do I do it? I will just give you a start. So, there is a gap of 32 minutes. Okay. So, I will go with the distance as d. You have to take the variable over here. Distance is already given to us, right, 3200. Okay, okay. Okay. Now, do you know the formula over here? The distance is equal to S1 into S2 by S1 minus S2 mod and delta time, difference of time. Can I apply this formula? See that here. We have the distance over here, that is 3200, somewhere it is there, 3200, which is equal to the first speed I will assume as S. We have to take some variable here, and the second speed is 200 kilometer more, that is S plus 200. So, that is S1 into S2 divided by S1 minus S2. The difference of this speed is 200, and the difference of time delta t is nothing but the difference of time. And what is the difference of time in these two different speeds? 32 minutes. The 32 minutes is covered, 32 by 60 here. Now, think of it how to solve it, then I will tell you the best way to answer this question. Your 30 seconds is started, my dear friend. Come on. Some of you, okay, 1000 kilometer. Oh wow. Achanta, 60 in the previous question, Achanta, so nicely you answer the question, Achanta sir. Okay, 64 kilometer, that's right, Mr. Rajesh Kumar. How about this? Someone has given 1000 answer. I am not able to see. Someone has answered this question, and the time is up. Let me just go back and refresh it because I am not able to see. Someone has given 1000 has correctly answered the question. So nicely your conceptual clarity is there. Okay. Allow me to answer this question now. Now, in the situation like this, what is the best way to answer the question? We know we mug up the formula, we applied it. Now, look at this one, the application part of it. So, here with 4 it gets cancelled 8 times and this is 15 times, you cancel this one. Am I right up to this? Now, when with 8 this gets cancelled 8 4 00 8 4 32 and here it is 15 2 is 30 and 30 into 3 into 4 that is 12 and just put up the number of zeros over here, that is 4 zeros are there. Yes, 1 2 3 4 zeros are there. Now, I am going to replace this value. Am I right? 4 zeros are there and yes my friends. So, that is 15 2 is 30, one more 0 I am getting here. And someone has seen that 1000 was the answer given by someone. Not an issue my dear friend. See that now take that S, I need to find out the original speed, that is S. Now, go with the option choices. So, which option S into S plus 200 will give us this value? So, I notice that this is what option C. If I consider this as 1000, S as 1000 and the other one is into 1200, what are you getting? You are getting the same value here. Yes my dear friends. So, this is how we will stop expanding it or else you will be getting the quadratic equation which is again complicate the solution. So, here you replace that. Moving on to the next question my dear friends, and that is here. Look at this one. What is the question? Let me take the closer look of the question. And the sum of the length of two trains x and y is 900 meters. So, length of x plus length of y is given to us and the ratio of the speed of x to y is 2:5, x to y 2:5. While crossing a man standing on a platform, the ratio of the time taken by x and y is 2:1. So, crossing a man, that means in both the cases they are crossing their own length and the time taken is 2:1. Now, find the difference between the length of the two train. Really my dear friends, it is beautiful question. Think of it, how to answer the question and the options are there. Okay. So, shall I give you some clue? Now, we know the distance speed into time is equal to distance. Therefore, the ratio of speed into ratio of time is equal to ratio of distance. And I have the ratio of what is this one? Speed is given to us. Look at this one, this ratio of speed 2:5 and we have the ratio of time 2:1. Okay. So, the ratio of speed into ratio of time is equal to ratio of distance. Use this and then I will be giving 30 seconds. After that I will give you the best method to answer this question my dear friends. Come on. And 64 what Achant Swami has said was correct for the previous question. Now, I have to replace it by because I am not getting any comments over here. I am not getting any comments over here. So, again I have to refresh it. That is the problem if we go with mobile, if you look the comment at mobile. So, some of you answer the question my dear friends. I already gave the clue. I have the ratio of speed and I have the ratio of time. Now, you get the ratio of distance. Now, the distance, oh 500, wow, Mr. Swami answer the question 500. Let me check that 500, that is option choice D, difference of the look at this one my dear friend, the difference between the length of 2 trains. So, do not worry, you are learning one question, sir, maybe and small mistakes. So, before the exam all these mistakes will be eliminated. So, what is the speed ratio? The speed ratio is 2:3. What is the time ratio to cross their own distance? The time ratio is 2:1. So, the product of 2:5. Let me correct this one. This is 2:5. Then the ratio of speed into ratio of time is equal to ratio of distance. So, that comes over here is 4 over here, 5 over here. So, what is the distance difference? 1 part difference out of total 9 parts. So, total distance is given to us, which is 900. I think somewhere I read this is 900. So, let us take this 900. I need the difference between the distance of first one and the second one. So, I need 1 part out of 9 parts. So, 1 part out of 9 part, that nothing but it gives you 100. So, the difference between these 2 trains length is 100 meter. Are you is it okay? Is it okay, Mr. Swami? Achanta Swami? Okay. Just be only every day I discuss the 10 questions, my dear friend. I am moving on to the next question. If you have any confusion, you can later on pause and collect all these questions before the examinations. You can practice all these questions and you will have a wide concept gets open. I am moving on to the next question here. Let us take the question close and then we will see what is there in the given information. The train A and B travelling towards each other opposite direction at a uniform speed of 108 km per hour and 90 km per hour. You are expected to know what is 108 km per hour in meter per second. So, that is 30 meter per second I know over here, that will save my time, and here 90 km per hour, and that gives us 25 meter per second. Achha, anyhow, the train A whose length is 2 times the length of train B. So, that A is 2 times of B, that means the length ratio is given to us 2:1. Now, the next it says completely cross each other in how much time? 5 by 11, that is nothing but 60 by 11, 60 by 11 seconds they cross each other. Now, how much time does the train B take to cross the bridge of length 350. So, here I need the train B is crossing a bridge. The bridge is 350, but what I do not know is the length of a train B. So, with the given information I need to find out the length of train B. I will give you some clue to answer this question, and here is the clue. So, it is said that they are crossing each other in 60 by 11 minutes, that is what is given to us, 60 by 11. So, convert that running in opposite direction. So, here it is 25, 18.5 and 25 meter per second, and here the other one is 6, 18.6, so that is 30. So, what will be my relative speed in meter per second? Then 30 plus 25, that is 55. So, 55 meter per second is the relative speed, 55 meter per second, and how much time it took to cross each other? That is 60 by 11. Will I get the total distance? Yes. And once you get the total distance, you have the ratio of train A to train B, which is 2:1. Then you can get the length of train B, and once you get the length of train B, so add the length of train B with the bridge length and divide it by the speed of B. Your 30 seconds starts here, my dear friends, and all these questions are very qualitative question, it is not randomly chosen question. Whenever I give a question, I think that whether there is some logic concept, because in the main examinations you will be getting this type of question. Come on, If anyone can answer the question at your screen, 11 seconds, 10 seconds. So, I can see there is a 5-second gap between this board and your phone. Come on, at your end, 0 second. Time is over. Time is over. Okay, just be online. Don't run away, my dear friend. So, here, what is the total distance here? Let me write down the total distance, as it is getting cancelled by 5 times, 5, 6, 30. So, the total distance is 300 meter, and this is nothing but the length of train A. Length of A plus length of B is 300 meter. Now, I know the ratio of their length. So, I can find out the B's length, that is total is 3 part, out of which 1 part is the length of B. So, that is 300. If I take out the 1 part out of 3 part, I will be getting B length, that is 100 meter. This is length of train B, and this train will cross a bridge of 350. So, the total length will be 350 plus 100, that comes 450. Am I right? 450, and the speed of B is known to us. Come on, answer the question, my dear friend. Only thing is the speed of B is given in kilometer per hour, convert that into meter per second. That is all. That is all. Some of you will definitely answer the question, my friends who are on the board. I already given you the total distance. Come on here, divided by speed of B. And what is that speed of B? The speed of A speed is given and B speed is given here is 25. So, just divide this by 25 over. At least now you can respond. I think I am not able to see your comment, but it is okay. That is 16 plus 2 is 18. So, I got that this 18 second will be the time to cross the bridge by train B. So, do we have any option? 18 second, option choice E. Right, friends? So, just be online, you will be getting exposed, your understanding will be very wider. Okay. Moving on to the next question, my friends, over here. I will take the question close and we will read all the facts over here. And what are the facts here? The two trains A and B cross a man standing on a platform in 22 and a half. 22 and a half, that is 45 by 2 seconds. Am I right? 45 by 2 seconds. What it is said, two trains A and B cross a man standing on a platform in 45 by 2 seconds and 10 seconds. The first train is crossing the man in 45 by 2 seconds. It is possible that its length is more, or it is possible that its speed is less, therefore, it is taking more time than the another train B. Now, the same train cross each other in 13 4 by 7 second. So, 13 7 is 91 and 95. So, 95 by 7 seconds to cross each other. Fine, it is a really very good question. Even if you do not able to answer the question, just see the solution. When they are running in the opposite direction. So, this is the time when they are running in opposite direction. Do we know the speed? No. No, each other. So, what is the ratio of the speed of the two trains? It is not asked what is the speed, I can't get the speed, but what I can get is the ratio of the speed. Come on, my dear friends, I will give you the clue how to answer this question, and then I will pause and give the time. Now, here the let us assume that the A speed is A and the speed of B is let us assume that it is B. Now, we know the length is equal to speed into time. So, crossing a standing man in 45 by 2 seconds. So, what is the length of train A? The length of train A is the speed into time, that is 45 A by 2. So, let us come 45 A by 2, and what is the length of B? I assume that the speed of B is B. Speed of B is B. So, here it is 95 by 7. So, 95 B by 7. So, this is what is that A and B? The A and B is the speed of A and speed of B, speed of A and speed of B. So, we got the length over here, length of A and length of B. So, now it is saying that when they are running in opposite direction. So, what is the ratio of the speed of A and B? One more information is there, when they are crossing each other, the same train crossing each other in how much? Okay, this is 10, this is 10 second. It is given to us as 10 second time, this one. Now, this is the time crossing each other, yes, crossing each other, and the time taken is 95/7. So, can you think how to answer the question? My left hand side is the total length, that is 45 A by 2. Look at this, my friends, because I know many people are not reaching to the mean. So, therefore, they do not know that this kind of logical question comes in the exam, but do not worry, we know it, we are capable of guiding you. So, here total length, the length of A plus length of B is equal to, what is the total length? The total length is equal to, here the speed of A plus speed of B, that is relative speed A plus B, and into time to cross each other, and that comes 95/7. Done. I will give 30 seconds from here onwards, and I am sure you will either answer the question or you will learn this question, my dear friend. You will learn this question. Come on, from here onwards you try it, my dear friends. Come on, I am just refreshing it. 39 seconds. Okay, the previous question. Anyhow, how about this question answer, Mr. Rajesh? Tomorrow also please do come. We are here to help your practice. This is a speed booster, score booster classes. Okay. Now, I will conclude with this this question, because after that there is another few classes are there. So, I will make it this the last question, and let us cancel this one. What is happening over here? So, this is 20, this is 20, and 2 will go over there. So, that is 2 into 95, that comes 190. So, 190 A plus 190 B . Five times, am I right? With 5, 24 by 25. Did I miss anywhere? The calculation is this is 70, and 7 5 is 35, carry 3, 7 4 28 plus 3 is 51. That is right. And okay, I made a mistake here. That is 7 into 20. It is not 7 into 10, because the 2 is there. Here it is 20B. So, 7 into 20, that is 140. So, instead of 70 here, I need to write down 140. Okay, done here. So 140. So the difference is 50 over here. So what is the ratio? The ratio is this is how much? 50. Am I right? That is what we got over here, right? Yes. So that is 125 is equal to 50b. Then what is a by b? A by b is 50 by 125, and cancel with 25, you are getting 2 by 5 is the ratio. So my answer is 2:5. That is all. So do we have any option 2:5? Option choice C. Okay friends, hope, that's great, that's great. Mr. Rakesh, 2:5. Voice is not clear, it is okay, well done. So with this, I will conclude the today's class. I will be waiting for you for tomorrow's class. With this, all the best to all of you. Thank you.